And we are live from the wonderful Sports Link studio in Muncie, Indiana. This is the HB Toss made possible by the creative storytellers of Ball State Sports Link. And where's my partner at? Whoa! Hi, Donnie.
Hello there.
What's going on today?
Well, I'm here to make some picks, so I figured I might as well show up with my crystal ball. You know, AJ, there's two things I know in this world. It's magic and it's ball. So I'm happy to be here on HB Toss.
Well, there you go. Without further ado, we'll get right into the divisional round picks. Donnie, I won't waste any time. We're here with the Wizard. I'm sure you know what's coming. Jacksonville Jaguars at Kansas City Chiefs. Who's winning the game?
AJ, you're not going to believe this. Jacksonville's pulling the upset on the road this week. Trevor Lawrence, he's had a great year. It was a bit disappointing as a rookie. But this is the game, I think, much like Joe Burrow had that run in the postseason last year, I think Trevor Lawrence could be capable of going on one of those runs, establishing himself as one of the faces of the league. The Jaguars overcame a big deficit against the Chargers. I think they get out to the early lead this time. The Chiefs come back, but it's a late touchdown from the Jaguars late to tie things up, or would tie things up. But Doug Peterson, he's going for two. He's going for the win. And a Statue of Liberty play gives the Jaguars a 32-31 victory over the Chiefs on the road.
Well, I don't know how I feel about going against the Wizard, but I think I'm going to have to start off with disagreeing with you, Donnie. The Chiefs are actually my lock of the week here. It's hard to win in Arrowhead. It really is. This is a team that's coming off a lot of rest. The Jaguars were barely able to scrape by against that Chargers team. And for me, you look at it, yes, I really like what Trevor Lawrence has been able to put together in that sophomore campaign. But, Trevor Lawrence, Patrick Mahomes on a completely different level than any quarterback, whether it be Trevor Lawrence, whether it be anybody. And these two teams, they met earlier in the season. Trevor Lawrence was sacked 5 times, and get this, Donnie, when Trevor Lawrence is sacked more than once so far this season, the Jaguars, they're a mere 2-6. One of those losses was to the Chiefs. I think I'm going to have to roll with Kansas City, but, you seem pretty confident it's going to be a 2-point play there with the Statue of Liberty.
Conversion. It's going to be a great game. It's actually my upset of the week and game of the week. This is going to be one for the ages.
All right, well, I like to hear it, Donnie. Without further ado, we'll get into the second game now. We've got the New York Giants. They're going to head to Philadelphia. They'll take on the Eagles. What's the crystal ball telling you?
Philly in a close one. The Eagles have had a great season, been one of the surprises of the league. The Giants, another big surprise. Daniel Jones playing some great ball this year. Saquon Barkley, one of the best running backs in the league, but I think the Eagles defense are able to lock in, focus on the run, slow Saquon enough to keep this one fairly low scoring. I like the Eagles 28-24. I just think Jalen Hurts makes some more plays with his legs, and a late defensive stand for the Eagles gives them the win.
All right, well, this is one where I'm going to roll with the Wizard. I mean, it's hard to go against Magic, and the Eagles, they're a magical team right now. They're simply more talented in all 3 phases of the game, and quite frankly, I don't think the Giants are going to be able to get anything going on offense against the stout Eagles front 7, and even more so that secondary. Daniel Jones, he has no weapons. He's looked really good, but as good as he's looked, he's only passed for over 300 yards 3 times this season. 2 of those times were against the Vikings. So, that's a bottom defense in the league. Daniel Jones, I don't think he's going to be able to get anything done. Eagles defense is stifling. And then on the offensive end, Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown. You don't have to say much more. This is the 1 seed in the NFC for a reason. The Eagles are going to get it done, Donnie.
It should be a good one. I like the Eagles to win this one. They've had a great year, and I think they keep the good times rolling.
Now we're going to get a rematch of the game that was canceled. The Cincinnati Bengals, they're going to head to Buffalo. They're going to take on the Bills. My game of the week, Donnie, who's going to walk away with the win?
I have to be a bit disappointed with the crystal ball's reading in this one. I've been excited for this game. On paper, it's a great matchup, but I don't think it's going to be close. I think Buffalo forces some turnovers early, and Josh Allen just keeps his foot on the gas the whole way. I think Cincinnati gets a bit overwhelmed in this one. It's a difficult loss, a bit of a hiccup in the early career of Joe Burrow. I think Buffalo wins big, 41-17. Big game from Cole Beasley incoming. The Bills, they always seem to have that one receiver flying under the radar, able to step up. We saw it last year, Gabe Davis against the Chiefs. I think Cole Beasley is going to be that guy in this one, 130-plus yards. That's what the crystal ball's telling me.
Donnie, I don't want to have to go against your crystal ball, but this one I think is going to be relatively close. I've got it as my game of the week, and I like the Bengals to walk away with the victory. At the end of the day, Joe Burrow, he's shown game in, game out. He's one of the only guys in this league that could battle with the elites late. And, the Bills, they're just turning the ball over too much, and this is a Cincinnati offense that will take advantage of that. Joe Burrow out there, there's a 9-game win streak going on in Cincinnati. It feels like all the cards are falling into place. It's a Bengals team that's finally clicking, just like they did last season, at the right time. I like the Bengals here. It's going to be a close one, though, Donnie.
Unfortunately, it's not going to be close. As much as I love a great game, this is my lock of the week, Buffalo big.
All right, Donnie, last playoff matchup here. We've got the Cowboys heading to San Francisco. They'll take on the 49ers. One last chance for the crystal ball. What do you see?
Oh, dear. the 49ers are losing this one at home, and it's going to be a big surprise. Dallas, not many people have given them much of a chance as a Super Bowl contender this year, but they've flown under the radar. They have had a really strong season. The 49ers, no one's playing better football than them right now, but it's a big stage, and for someone like Brock Purdy, the stage might be a bit too big. I think the 49ers offense struggles in this one, and after missing 4 PATs a week ago, it's going to be Brett Maher, a 60-yard game-winning field goal to give Dallas a 2017 victory on the road, setting up that Dallas Eagles NFC East, NFC Championship. It's going to be fun. Tony Pollard, look for him to have a big game.
Well, Donnie, Brett Maher's got to be thinking that crystal ball. The Cowboys, they brought in other kickers for tryouts this week. They rolled with Maher. We'll see if he's able to get it done. I like where you're going with this, though. This is going to be my upset of the week. I like the Cowboys to get it done. And, I mean, they just came off their first ever win against Tom Brady, which is crazy enough in itself. But you mentioned it. This is a team that's flied under the radar all season long. I mean, Dak Prescott, he's simply firing on all cylinders right now, passed for a multitude of touchdowns against a very stout Tampa Bay defense. And, I mean, really, this is a Cowboys defense that has the most turnovers in the league. Micah Parsons, he is really good at getting to the quarterback. And you mentioned it, too big of a stage for Mr. Irrelevant. I think that this is where the Cinderella story comes to an end. I like what Shanahan's been able to do with him. I think that this is where Purdy falls off.
Yeah, you put some pressure on Purdy. Micah Parsons, the perfect guy to do that. And the rookie who is a bit under the radar. Obviously, they have great weapons around him, but when you can't get the ball to those weapons when you're under duress, that's where great quarterbacks are made. I think Purdy might be a bit too early for him. And I think the 49ers, with those injuries at quarterback, it starts to catch up in this one.
Well, there you go. The Wizard keeps it quick. We had a quick episode for you this week. We'll see if the crystal ball was right. Donnie Harmon, AJ Swiatek, Divisional Round, HB Toss, signing off.